Good afternoon, Mr. Adam and wife. This is Alex over at Mercedes-Benz of Covington. I hope you're having a beautiful dry day. It's hard to have a beautiful one when the weather looks like this, of course, but we're making it. We're making do. So just wanted to go ahead and shoot you a walk around video like I told you I would before. And it looks like you took me up on my offer. So that's great. But here is a 2025 Mercedes-Benz GLE, and this is going to be the 350. So this one here is going to have the inline 4-cylinder engine with the turbo. So you're going to have a nice little pickup. Also, as you can see here, you will have the Mercedes night package, which makes that white pop even more than what it does. So on this one here, you'll notice that you have a little bit more black trim on this vehicle, and I'll show you the difference between the two. So as you can see here, this one here, it just so happens I have one parked right next to it, thankfully. This one here actually has a little bit more of the silver around the Mercedes emblem there, where as you can see on this one, you have black. Also, you'll have a little bit more black trim down on the bottom of the bumper versus the chrome. Also, you will have, as you can see here, you'll have black side mirrors versus the white side mirrors to match the paint. You'll also have black window trim around the windows versus chrome. Now this one does not have the running boards, but I'm sure I do have one that has running boards. And if the night package isn't a big deal to you, this one right next to it does have the running boards. So it's just a matter of, if you like that black trim on that vehicle or you don't mind the chrome. It just depends on what you like. Also, as you can see here, you do have some beautiful 21-inch AMG rims. And don't worry, this is just a little marker they put on the rims that will come right off whenever they detail the vehicle. As you can see, you have that black trim. I'll give you a little tease, a little peek of the inside real quick, and I'll go away. Gotta build the tension, So you will have black roof rails as well. Black window trim. Like I said, that is part of the night package versus the chrome like it usually comes with. And then also, as you can see, you do have the color matched wheel wells and bottom trim down there, or what some people like to call ground effects. As you can see across the back of the bumper here, you do have the load sill protector, whereas this vehicle does not have that. And what that's going to do is that's actually going to protect the back of the vehicle, the back bumper. So as you're putting stuff in the vehicle, you're taking stuff out of the vehicle, you're not scratching up the paintwork, because that's more expensive to fix versus just replacing that nice little plastic chrome piece. Also, this is not originally blue. This is also chrome. It's just we keep everything wrapped from the factory, so that way we can preserve it for the customer who's going to, spend their hard-earned money on the vehicle. Also, you do have a cargo cover or a privacy shade. It's right here in this bag. It will snap into these little slots right here and right there. And then you'll be able to pull out that shade. It will come to here, so it'll cover all the back here. So that way for like Christmas time, stuff like that, you have presents back here for little ones or whatnot, or grandchildren or anything like that. It's all secretive, or it's all, it's all secret. It's all covered up. You have privacy. Even if you go travel somewhere and you have luggage back here, you don't want nobody peeking in the back of your car and seeing like, oh, they got luggage back there and whatnot. Also, underneath here, you do have a spare tire in this vehicle. Also, you will have 24-hour roadside assistance in this vehicle. Also, you do have a lock button here. That's whenever, so say right now, if I wanted to lock the entire vehicle, say, you get home, you're getting groceries out, you take your last bag of groceries out, you want to lock the vehicle, you don't feel like digging in your pocket for the key, you can go ahead and press that lock button. As long as all the other doors are closed on the vehicle, whenever this hatch closes all the way, it will lock the whole vehicle, so you could just press that and walk away if you like. But in this case, we'll just press this button just to close it. And this is a memory trunk, so you can actually set it to where it doesn't open all the way. So if you're what do they call that, vertically challenged, like me, I'm only 5'9", 5'10". I just so happen to be the tallest in my family. But also automatic folding mirrors, as you can see. And let's take a look at this beautiful interior. So as you can see here, you do have that beautiful leather, which is going to be a macchiato beige, is what we call the color. And then also you'll have this beautiful dark wood grain trim. You also will have heated seats and ventilated seats, so AC seats, so it'll cool down your seats and, you know, take the hot air from behind your back in between you and the seat. So that way when you're dressed up in your Sunday's best, you don't go to church or come from church and you got a sweaty back or anything like that. You know, nobody likes that. Then they're gonna smell you all through church. No, I'm just messing. But you do have memory seatings for your seats as well in your passenger seat. And then this is all your functions for your seats here. As you can see, that wood grain is gonna follow throughout the dash all the way over to your driver's side. And let's take a better look at the seats here. And somebody's got the headrest way up. And I'm doing all this by the door panel on these controls here. You do have lumbar support for your driver and your passenger seat, so that's a plus. Let's go ahead and hop in here. So as you can see, that very large screen, we should be able to go ahead and turn that screen on since I have the key. Now, as you can see, you could have your navigation pulled up on this screen here. You have a digital speedometer as well right there in your middle screen. Just got to get past these new car things here. So this will be your home screen. You can pull your navigation up here as well as you like. You can always go home. Now it is touchscreen, but you also do have this mouse pad right here. So I can actually control that screen from here as well, by just movement of a few fingers and everything like that. Also, you do have 360 cameras in this vehicle. So, and it's not going to pull them up right now since the car is not started, but I will show you that before the video ends. Wireless charging pad here, so you do have that where you could just put your phone, lay your phone right here, it will charge your phone. You do have Type-C charging in this vehicle throughout, so that way you do have the faster charging ports. It's not USB where it takes forever. Now, as you've seen, I just went ahead and stored the cup holder. What would you call them? Brackets, I would guess you would say. And they have buttons down here where you could press them and it'll actually open those up to hug your drink. This here is that actual shade that will close to cover all that up. And then you always have the option of opening it back up, of course. You have your volume here. Some of your shortcut buttons, like your navigation, so that'll pull up your navigation. And then this one here will pull up some main car settings. This is your different drive modes here, like your sport mode, eco mode, comfort, and whatnot. This here is little square is a fingerprint scanner. That's to pull up your driver profile when you get in the vehicle. It will scan your finger and it'll tell who's driving. If it's Mr. Adam, it'll say, "Hi, welcome back, Adam." And then it'll actually go ahead and set his seat, his steering wheel. It'll pull up his driver profile, which will have all his favorite settings already saved on there. Also, you do have a panoramic roof in this vehicle. So as you can see, very large sunroof and moonroof. So the front piece here will actually open like a sunroof, whereas that back piece back here will just stay stationary. And I apologize if I'm turning this into a movie. Just wanted to kind of be detailed since you're not here to see for yourself. Your middle console, and what you have in here, this is actually, it goes a little bit deeper. This is actually your wheel locks for your wheels, so that way you don't have the problem of someone trying to steal your Mercedes rims. You do have a Type-C charger right there as well. And as you can see, you do have ambient lighting that runs all throughout this vehicle. So as you can see, and that actually is a 64 color ambient lighting, so you can actually change that color a whole lot to a lot of different colors. You do have keyless entry as well, where you just stick your hand in the door handle. It'll unlock the car as long as the key fob is within 2 to 3 feet of the door. You'll be able to stick your hand in the handle, and then each handle has a little button on it, so where you just press that button and it'll lock the vehicle back. middle seat, you'll have cup holders as well as an armrest. Also, if you don't, say you have something longer and you have to, but you still have back passengers, you can always fold down that middle seat by itself. So that way you can fit those longer things in the cargo area. All weather mats in this vehicle. You do have illuminated door sills, so those will light up at night. And I'm not sure if you've seen, but they did have 2 AC vents in the back as well. Let's go ahead and get in the cockpit, or better known as the driver's seat, of course. Alrighty, now let's go ahead and pull up those cameras. And since I got the door open, you'll see that it's black on one side, but as soon as I close that door, boom, we're up and running. Now what I'm doing here is I'm actually just touching my finger on the screen. You have 360 cameras. You can view this vehicle at every single angle that it offers. Just like walking around the vehicle on the outside, you can actually view any angle. You have your different camera buttons here. You can actually press those camera buttons. You can view that same view, but in a panoramic view. So that was your front bumper camera. This is the left side of the vehicle, or driver's side. This is the right side of the vehicle, or the passenger side. And then this one here is your rear. This one's your rear, but in a panoramic view. Also, you do have the option of having park assist in this vehicle. It's not actually an option, it's standard. This vehicle will actually park itself. It will search for a parking spot. It'll let you know when it has found a parking spot, and it'll actually park itself for you. Also, you do have different screens you can pull up here. Like this is just your classic screen. But like I said, you can always have that navigation up there. A lot of other things that I haven't kind of touched base on. You do have the more advanced cruise control, like the adaptive cruise control, where you set the gap in between you and the vehicle in front of you. And as you can see, that is setting your gap of the, what you want in between you and the vehicle in front of you, so far as distance. And then right here, that's the 2 controls for your, or the 2 notifications or emblems, or whatever you like to call them, to let you know when your more advanced cruise controls engage. So what that's going to do, that's going to keep you inside the lane. And then also, it'll actually, whenever you put the blinker on, the vehicle will make the lane change for you. And I'll go more into detail. Just kind of want to quickly hit, on some main points. This button here is to open and close your trunk from the driver's seat without you having to get out. It's very good for Target orders or grocery orders that you're just picking up. You don't have to get out or go in the store. You do have rain sensing windshield wipers as well. And like I said, here's that button. Lock the vehicle, mirrors fold in. But I apologize again for making the video so long. Just kind of it's a Mercedes. It has a lot of bells and whistles, which is a beautiful thing. So far as safety as well, I know I didn't touch too much on safety because I was just trying to hit more of the, the key points, but safety is a very big point with Mercedes. You are in great hands, just like how they say, what is it, Allstate? Where you're in good hands, you're in great hands with Mercedes. You do have blind spot sensors on your side mirrors. You have lots of safety technology as well in this vehicle. All the sensors, that's actually what those 2 spots are in the windshield up there. Those are sensors and cameras that are going through the front windshield to let you know if you're about to get in a front end collision. The vehicle will actually brake and brake accordingly depending on how severe the situation is. But thank you so much again, Mr. Adam, for stopping by today. I hope I didn't make this video too long and drag it out. I just wanted to kind of go into depth and detail without you and the wife being able to be here together and go over the vehicle in person, which I'm sure we will get to that point. But just wanted to hit a lot of the key features in this vehicle. If there's any questions you may have, if y'all like to go ahead and schedule to come by one day this week and go for a test drive, and I'm all about it. You just let me know when you're available and when you'd like to do so, and I'm there. Thank you so much. Hope y'all having a beautiful day, and I hope y'all have a beautiful night as well. Thank you.